Aloha world! Aloha! Tigmo ta! Nikaon naman gugo ganiha, maang karon. Way lingaw. Tigmo ta world. Sakit akong tutunan. Tigmo ni sa akong brother when I was younger. So let's see if you know the answer. It's a 6 inches long and you can smile when you hold it. Good luck. Whoever guesses it gets 500 pesos. Maara. Wa ko'y laing tigmo. Kamu na may tigmo diha. Akong tag-anon. Anyway, way lingaw. Nikaon ako ganiha. Mauni. Nagsigi lang ko og katawa. I was watching one of my YouTube videos just a minute ago and it's so funny. I actually realized I like watching myself too. It makes me laugh. Ko ba mura kog kingkoy no? Sige katawa, sige tabian jud. Ay, Ginoo ko. I was thinking of how much I miss my father. He passed away last year, January 7th, and was it last year? Yeah, last year, 2020. It seems like it's been a while, but yeah, it's crazy. Anywho, I missed his teachings. He was my biggest mentor, then followed of course by Dad here. He also passed away 3 years ago now. I've been blessed with wonderful people around me, and the past people that chose to mentor me, they've helped me a lot. I wouldn't be where I am now without them. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank them. Most of them are no longer around, so I want to thank my father, Vic Swico. I want to thank Daddy. I want to thank my mom, of course. She is in the Philippines. I want to thank everyone else, my earlier mentors when I was just starting here in the United States, living on my own, halfway across the world with no family. My first employer, Mr. John Ishida, Mr. Peter Aloyeros, he's Greek. My Ohio mom, Darlene Ross, Darlene and Bob Ross, I miss you all so much. And many others. I can't even think of the names anymore. Of course, I have to mention Mr. Ernesto Ruby has been a lot of help for me. When I was in high school, he was my English teacher. And he helped me boost my confidence when I was in high school. I don't know what he saw in me, but he treated me as his own daughter, and he's always asked me to help him with his teachings. When he's sick, he would ask me to be his substitute for the afternoon classes, for the English and elective English, and also on the journalism. So I would teach in the afternoon, and that helped boost my confidence and my public speaking. Dili gyud noon ko maawang sa una. I was never shy, and he helped me get comfortable with teaching people, whether or not it's in English or no matter how big the crowd is. So I was always representing the school when I was in high school with impromptu speeches, debates, a lot of other contests he got me involved in. Mrs. Irene Signey, of course, I owe a lot from her. She taught me a lot of stuff. She was a perfectionist, and that's who I've become for some reason. Like nothing is ever enough. A is never enough as a grade. It had to be A plus. So thank you, Mrs. Irene Signey. Many others, a lot of teachers at school, both elementary and high school, and over here in the United States, my professors in college helped me a lot, and it molded me to the person who I am today. To the young kids out there, the millennials, please cherish every moment with your close friends, your family, your teachers. Someday, 20, 25 years from now, you will look back at the past and you will remember all those people who's pushed you hard, who's given you a lot of difficult times and even struggles, at school. Your family is criticizing you because they love you and they want you to do well. And when we were young, like I've always told my parents, this is domestic injustice because, I can only do so much. And they actually know that. Now that I'm looking back, I'm thankful because really all they wanted me to do was to do well. My father was always the one pushing me to speak English at a very early age. Starting at 4 and 5, he was already training me how to speak English. He was the one who forced books to me, Encyclopedia Britannicas, Merriam-Webster's dictionaries, different versions of the Bible, mostly the King James Version. He's given me a lot of English pocketbooks, the Reader's Digests, and everything else, all English, and he would actually make me read it while he was taking his siesta. So he would be falling asleep and I would be reading the book, and then if he's still awake, he would say, okay, wrong pronunciation, you have to read it again. So I would be reading the paragraph and then he says again, and sometimes he doesn't even tell me what I said wrong. And then if I still don't get it correct, he would ask me to read it again the next day, while of course all of my siblings are playing outside. I am stuck with putting my father to sleep and read him all these books. So I've always said it's domestic injustice because how come they all get to play and I never get to play? How come they all have dolls and I never had a doll? So it was like that. So when I was in high school, I wrote a bunch of poems. Why don't my parents understand me? Do they love me? And all those things, just so I can express my feelings, because of course in the Philippines you're not allowed to talk back, you're not allowed to question your parents why they are acting that way to you. But I always thought that I was the adopted one when I was growing up, because they always kind of pick on me, like the way I move, the way I talk, the way how different my hair was. It was brownish, and I guess I look different. I don't know. I was just different. I think different. I was more giving to other people, and my family looked at that as being boastful and braggart, because I was always wanting to give whatever I have. I want people to have also, and they didn't understand. I didn't understand it either, but all I know was that it made me happy when I share my lunch, when I share my baon, when I share my assignments or share some clothes. yeah. So anyway, I'm rambling. I just kind of miss my father a lot, and he was a very good person. He was a person of honor. I don't know. There's so much to say, but people looked up to him because he was fair. He would always tell you the truth. Even when I was young, he would always tell me the truth. So growing up, sometimes I get brutal in a way where when I was actually starting to teach kids here in the United States, and it's all a drama, like all these parents would drop off their children at school, and it's Christmas time, and they all talk about Santa, 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 this and that. In the Philippines, when I was growing up, my father was saying, well, Santa's not real. It's not real. It's all business. And one time I told a few of the kids, Santa's not real. And oh man, I got in trouble. The director of the school called me, Sweeto, you can't do that. Well, the children would grow up stupid because they're believing in these stuff that are not real, and we're not in fantasy land. This is the United States. I'm just telling the truth. You can't fire me for telling the truth. It's like, okay, you're lucky that the kids love you, and you can't say that again. I got in trouble. Well, that's what my father told me. It's not real. And growing up, we know it's not real. I don't know why we make them believe that it's real, and there's no magic. You have to work on everything you want to get and to have. It's silly. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi. Kinsa na nakatagaan sa akong tigmo. It's a 6 inches long, and you can smile when you hold it. Tagaan na, be. Bitaw eh. Balik sa ako sa office. Love you guys. Aloha.